The wasteland just got a whole lot darker. Fallout Season 2 hits its midpoint with Episode 4, The Demon in the Snow. And this is the episode where everything starts to crack. The Brotherhood is eating itself alive. The vaults are inches away from collapse. Lucy is changing in ways no one saw coming. And the Ghoul's past finally catches up with him in the most terrifying way possible. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Today, we're breaking down Fallout Season 2, Episode 4 with a full recap and ending explained, unpacking the hidden meanings, character shifts, and that jaw-dropping Deathclaw cliffhanger that sets the stage for the most dangerous part of the season. Let's head into the snow, the sand, and the secrets hiding beneath the surface. Cooper Howard and the birth of the Ghoul's trauma. The episode opens with a flashback to the Alaskan front long before the bombs fell, giving us another crucial piece of Cooper Howard's fractured past. He's stuck in malfunctioning power armor alongside Charles Whiteknife, sent on a mission that already feels doomed. The armor won't respond, the battlefield is chaos, and Command keeps pushing them forward anyway. It's classic pre-war Fallout. Technology sold as invincible, but already rotting from the inside. When Cooper tells Charles to fall back while he stays behind, it feels like a hero's sacrifice, but it quickly becomes something darker. Amid burning wreckage, Cooper hears something inhuman moving through the snow. Before he can react, enemy soldiers mock him, laugh at his broken armor, and shoot him down like he's nothing. And then the real horror appears. A Deathclaw emerges and slaughters the soldiers with terrifying ease. Cooper watches helplessly, trapped in his useless suit, face to face with the monster. And then, unexpectedly, it spares him. The Deathclaw looks at Cooper and walks away, leaving him alive in a moment that feels almost intentional. That single decision reverberates across the entire episode. Cooper mutters, "It wasn't us," when he hears the island has been secured. And that line says everything. The monsters weren't the enemy. The technology wasn't salvation. The war was already lost before the bombs ever fell. This moment reframes Cooper's entire worldview and deepens the irony that the creature he will later become, the Ghoul, is something the wasteland accepts far more readily than pre-war society ever did. Maximus draws a line against the Brotherhood. Back in the present, Maximus is standing in the immediate aftermath of killing Paladin Xander Harkness, and there's no turning back now. He realizes he's being tracked and understands what that means. If the Brotherhood finds him, they'll either kill him or forcibly recruit the children working at Thaddeus's cap factory. That's the line Maximus refuses to cross. His solution is desperate, messy, and perfectly Fallout. He convinces Thaddeus to wear Harkness's power armor and pretend to be him. It's a plan that barely holds together, but desperation has replaced doctrine in Maximus's world. When the Brotherhood arrives, Thaddeus clumsily sells the lie, and somehow it works long enough for them to reach the Area 51 base. Inside the base, tension is immediate. Dane is the only one who senses something is deeply wrong. When confronted, Maximus doesn't lie. He tells Dane the truth. Harkness is dead. The Commonwealth will retaliate. Elder Cleric Quintus will kill him. And that's why Quintus has to die first. What's striking here is Maximus's honesty. He's not pretending to be righteous anymore. He admits he's acting out of necessity, not ideology. He asks Dane to protect the children, knowing full well what's about to happen. Dane agrees, proving once again that loyalty to people matters more than loyalty to the Brotherhood's symbols.
Guys, can we go now?
The Brotherhood eats itself alive. While Maximus heads toward Quintus, Thaddeus becomes an accidental chaos agent. Still wearing Harkness's armor, he wanders the base like a confused god, and the elders immediately start projecting their ambitions onto him. One wants to ally, another wants Quintus dead for disrespecting the Commonwealth. Political rot bubbles to the surface fast. When word spreads that the cold fusion core has been stolen, paranoia explodes. The elders turn on each other in the cafeteria, erupting into a brutal shootout. This moment is pure Fallout satire. The Brotherhood doesn't collapse because of an external enemy, but because of its own hunger for power. Their obsession with control destroys them faster than any wasteland threat ever could. Meanwhile, Maximus confronts Quintus directly. He admits to killing Harkness and prepares to pull the trigger. Quintus, however, makes his case. He argues that cruelty is necessary to rebuild civilization, that order requires blood, and that killing him will only create chaos. And Maximus admits the truth. He doesn't have a plan. He's just doing what he believes needs to happen to survive. When Quintus learns that the children Maximus protected were ghouls, his disappointment is instant and absolute. To Quintus, that alone justifies everything. He reaches for his gun, confirming Maximus's worst fears. A firefight erupts, doors slam shut, and Maximus barely escapes as the Brotherhood tears itself apart behind him. Dane delivers the stolen cold fusion and tells Maximus to get it as far away as possible. Dane stays behind, choosing hope over certainty. Maximus and Thaddeus flee into the desert, the Brotherhood effectively destroyed from within. It's not a heroic victory, it's a necessary one.
It's something personal.
The vaults begin to crack. While the surface world burns, the vaults continue their slow implosion. Norm leads the thawed Vault Tech employees, still bluffing his way through authority. He meets Roni, Bud's former assistant, who casually reveals that he knows the real plans for Vaults 32 and 33. Phase 2 is coming, and it's important. Norm, completely out of his depth, does the only thing he can. He tells Ronnie to lead. It's a quiet but terrifying moment. Norm is no longer uncovering Vault Tech's lies. He's being pulled into them. Back in Vault 33, water rationing becomes the spark for rebellion. Reg's inbreeding support group has grown large enough to matter, and Overseer Betty tries to shut it down under the guise of conservation. Reg refuses, citing charters and snack budgets, and for the first time, Betty loses control of the room. In Vault 32, Woody overhears a conversation that changes everything. Betty and Stephanie discuss the reality that Vault 31 is abandoned and Bud is dead. The company isn't coming to save them. The experiment is over. Now they must decide their own fate, even if it means sacrificing Vault 33. Stephanie demands a personal keepsake box Hank brought from before the war in exchange for water access. She refuses to say what's inside, and that mystery hangs heavy over the rest of the episode. When Woody confronts Stephanie about violating the Vault Tech handbook, she calmly reminds him that she is the overseer. Later, Chet discovers her hidden ID, revealing she's Canadian, raising massive questions about her origins and purpose. When pressed, Stephanie dismisses everything as overseer stuff, but the truth is clear. The vaults were never meant to last forever. They were meant to break. Lucy embraces the wasteland. Lucy wakes up at a ruined NCR base, recovering under the care of Rodriguez after being on a 2-day buff-out drip. She's alive, but changed. The NCR tries to recruit her, offering weapons, purpose, and unity. Rodriguez asks if Lucy is hunting someone she loves or hates. Lucy says she's hunting someone who hurt a lot of people, and she plans to bring him to justice. But when she looks at the NCR, all she sees are matching jackets and another system destined to fail. She chooses to leave with the Ghoul, embracing independence over ideology. As they travel, Lucy starts to feel wrong. The Ghoul spells it out. She's addicted. She can suffer through withdrawal, or she can embrace the wasteland solution and take more drugs. Lucy chooses the latter without hesitation. By the time they reach Las Vegas, Lucy is reckless, confident, and lethal. She storms past danger signs, ignores warnings, and blasts through Elvis-themed ghouls without fear. And the Ghoul loves it. This version of Lucy feels honest to him, less sheltered, more real. But the wasteland always collects its price. When Lucy finds a massive egg and shrugs it off, the Ghoul hears radiation crackling. Then the truth reveals itself. A Deathclaw tears the doors off a nearby building, standing before them in a horrifying echo of Cooper Howard's past. The demon in the snow has returned. What the ending really means. Episode 4 ends not with answers, but with inevitability. Maximus has burned his last bridge. The Brotherhood is fractured beyond repair. The vaults are on the brink of collapse. Lucy has crossed into moral gray territory she may never escape, and the Ghoul's past and present are about to collide in the form of the wasteland's most feared creature. The demon in the snow is about recognizing monsters and realizing they're not always who you think. Sometimes they spare you, sometimes they shape you, and sometimes they're waiting right outside the door. With Las Vegas finally in play and every storyline accelerating toward disaster, Fallout Season 2 Episode 4 is officially done setting the table. What comes next won't be clean, controlled, or kind, and that's exactly how the wasteland likes it. Our nerdy thoughts. Fallout Season 2 Episode 4 proves that the real danger isn't just the monsters roaming the wasteland, it's the choices these characters are making to survive it. Maximus has burned every bridge behind him. The Brotherhood is collapsing under its own ideology. The vaults are closer than ever to tearing themselves apart, and Lucy has crossed a line she may never be able to step back from. And with a Deathclaw now standing in their path, the ghouls past and present are about to collide in a big way. The second half of Season 2 is shaping up to be brutal, unpredictable, and absolutely explosive. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more Fallout recaps, theories, and ending explanations, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Until then, keep your Pip-Boy charged, watch out for demons in the snow, and I'll see you in the next one.